Welcome everyone. Today I've made Mishti Doi or sweet yogurt, but obviously I've made it sugar-free. It turned out really good. And here is the final version. And as you can see, it's set extremely well. It was so nice and cool. So I started off, I just have a little bit of water, just a touch, just to stop the milk from sticking in my pan. And I will add 2.5 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk. So this is, full cream milk. Lately I've found, this is probably better than the skim milk that I used to buy earlier. And it's just tastier and it has less sugar, so I'm sticking with whole milk. So I've added some saffron strands in this. Now, if you're making regular Mishti Doi, you would probably caramelize the sugar first and then add the milk, but I'm making sugar-free, so I wouldn't get that caramelization from the sweetener. So instead, I'm adding a little bit of saffron to enhance the flavor. I will add some skim milk powder to it just to make it more creamy. So I used 2.5 cups of whole milk, so I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of milk powder. And that'll just give it that extra creaminess. So I'll stir it well, I'll bring it to a boil. I'll let it boil for a couple of minutes. I'm not trying to reduce the milk or anything. I just want it nicely homogenized. So I will allow it to come to a boil and just, come to a nice rolling boil really. And once that happens, I will add my sweetener. Now you can add the sweetener of your choice. This particular sweetener that I'm using is 1:1 with sugar, so I've added about 1/2 cup. And after I mix that well, I'll allow the milk to cool down a bit. It needs to be just lukewarm, so just warm to the touch, but not hot. And now I'll mix in some plain yogurt. So I've taken 2.5 teaspoons of plain yogurt for my 2.5 cups of milk. And I'll thin out the yogurt just with some of that milk mixture that I have. And then I will add it to this lukewarm milk, saffron milk sweetened, and just whisk it well so it's well combined. Now I did preheat my oven to 180, but I didn't leave it on. After it preheated, I switched it off, so it just had some residual heat. And here I'm going to set it in this bowl. I have my baking sheet lined with a tea towel, another tea towel on top of it, and I will leave it in the oven for 4 hours. And once it is set, it should be fully set after 4 hours. I left it in the fridge for a few more hours to let it chill and set some more. And here is the final version. It was so delicious and refreshing and creamy. It was just the perfect dessert. So I hope you make it and enjoy.